marching all along, came facing twilight on and on, without a clue, without a sign, without grasping yet the real question to be asked: where have I been? I'm a shapeshifter at Poe's masquerade, hiding both face and mind, all free for you to draw. I'm a shapeshifter, what else should I be? Please don't take off my mask, revealing dark. Of calm, nothing left to be found. A mirror right in front of me, that's where I find an empty glass, reflecting the sad truth. It's telling words not to be told. I need the mask. I'm a shapeshifter at Poe's masquerade, hiding both face and mind, all free for you to draw. I'm a shapeshifter, chained down to my core. Please don't take off my mask, my place to hide. I can't tell you how to see me, just a cage of bones, there's nothing inside. Will it unleash me, burning down the walls? Is there a way for me to break? I'm a shapeshifter at Poe's masquerade, hiding both face and mind, all free for you to draw. I'm a shapeshifter, have no face to show. Please don't take off my mask, my disguise.
Alrighty, good morning, folks. He is so very doggo. 10 out of 10, would recommend. He's been very well behaved this morning, I think. He's been well behaved. He's been well behaved pretty much all day yesterday and today. Pretty much. It's been a good day. And amazingly well behaved for camera as well. Even left camera view to pee at one point. Absolutely fantastic. Anyway, good morning, folks. We have limited time today, and I would like to finish Elden Ring. So let's go finish fucking Elden Ring, shall we? Hey, he's going. I forgot. There we go. And there we go. Hi. What's cracking? Oh, Pixel Cam needs to be rotated again. There you go. That is just so you know, that is Carolina's leg. Bring back the dog. Fair. There. Carolina's basically we get pixel cam for as long as Carolina is willing to adjust the camera for when he inevitably moves, which he will, or her legs hurt. If her legs hurt, we lose it. I stay on the screen and play Elden Ring. I think I gotta figure out how to, like, I gotta just have pixel cam like this, and then play Elden Ring. You can just get like the bottom left of Elden Ring. How about that? I think that's a fair compromise. I'm just fighting Horaloo, so it's fine. Not a big deal. Hey, Inari. Is it spelled Mallenia wrong?
Thank you.
Did I? Oh no, it doesn't have 12s. Man, I've made that mistake a few times then. Because I remember thinking that her name had one L, and then I remember thinking that was wrong, and then I remember changing it. Actually, hang on, this song's a banger. I wanna leave this on for a minute. Hi. One day late for double 13s, so here's a half a curse. Thank you very much for the 13 months play. Cheers. Enjoy your buns and all that jazz. And Gil as well, thank you very much for the 11 months. Enjoy your doggo. The doggo is the reward for subs now. You get time with doggo. How am I? I'm doing good. We beat Mallenia yesterday, so I'm like happy to play Elden Ring. Not that I didn't enjoy the fight, but the fear of losing for like 6 hours straight on stream was very real going into the stream yesterday, and we actually beat her. So I'm very happy with that. Anyway, hello everyone. Let me do the rounds of greeting. James, what's cracking? Six, good to see you, man. Very early stream. Again, we have limited time, so we just gotta go. Cappy, weird toy on a weird rug. Which toy? Was it the blue thing? Because that's a Kong. You put food in it, and the dog is entertained for hours. It's really fucking handy. Gil, thank you very much, man. Good to see you. Plague, of course. Alaya, how you doing, man? And Ari, of course, as well. I posted it on the Discord, but Dave released a video going over the new Switch skills in Sunbreak that you can find, and the Switch swap skill thing. He actually pointed out one for Gunlance that I didn't notice, although I haven't actually watched that trailer properly. Now that I think about it, I haven't actually watched that trailer properly, so maybe I might do. Honestly, let's take a minute to do that. Screw Elden Ring. We'll watch this in the bottom right corner. Here we go. There we go. That's where we'll watch the Monster Hunter Sunbreak trailer. Hunter Rise Sunbreak. The May trailer. That's the one.
These creatures.
This is the view we get.
Those who let themselves be lured into the trap will be whisked away by a swift gale, the embodiment of darkness, as they are slowly drained of their life. The darkness will
This
show
is... Okay, legitimately, I do actually want to watch it full screen. Hang on. Pixel. Down, boy. Down. I do actually want to watch this full screen. I'm sorry. I do actually want to see this. Because I have put it small on my screen as well.
Those who let themselves be lured into the trap.
I really dig this idea that it's Malzeno is like full of leeches. I think it's cool.
The darkness will show itself, basking in moonlight. On my honor as a knight, I will end.
Looked like they had NPCs joining fights.
We will prevail. Hold nothing back.
That's something I haven't actually watched this yet. I've seen a little bit of Dave watching it, but I haven't watched much more than that. Oh,
Sorry to keep you waiting. We must bring peace back to Kimura and the kingdom.
And Seregios, I seen this. She got straight out of Soul Calibur. That's because secretly she is. No, I don't know. Seregios will be a bit of crack. And a different form of... What's this one's name again? Somnican? Lava Almadron. I'm super cool. I'm super excited to see Lava Almadron. There's our big gorilla boy. He looks excellent. This is where the switch skills start. Or the swapping of the switch skills. So he does two different things there. And there's the Gunlance one. Okay, I'll go back in a sec, but hang on. There's actually, there's a second Gunlance one in there, according to Dave's video, which I didn't catch before. You get frames. You get frames of stuff. You get a couple of frames of everything.
Who could have imagined that one day you and I would go hunting together?
Yeah, okay, this is what I seen. There is like NPC companions, which is cool. I dig it. Ebony Witch? Ebony Odogaron? No. That was... What? Whereabouts was it? Okay, hang on. I want to go through this because there's a lot to see in here. So that's switch skill swap. So it looks like basically you can swap switch skills in a moment, and you can basically change from one set to the other. Charge Blade doesn't seem... These are all new switch skills, we think, as well. This looks like a standing mode, a crouched NPC riding it before Steve. That's one of the new monsters. That's the werewolf monster to Malzeno's vampire, effectively. That is Lunagaron. Lunagaron is what that one's called. So this is crouch stance for heavy bowgun. This is sawn off wyvern's fire. So look at the gun lance. It's in half like you're reloading, but you're doing the wyvern's fire animation, which is wild. And and there's a wire bug on it as well. So it's a wire bug costing skill. I think there's a better version, or there's a bigger version of this somewhere else. I have this is it's actual siege mode. Actual siege mode does look great. What is this actually? I've not seen this. It's like a trap setting for bow and arrow. Dual blades. Little bit of a thing. This one, Dave pointed out this one. I didn't notice this. This is probably a gun lance, right? This is probably a gun lance. And it's doing a guarded hop, which is a lance skill, which could be fucking class. That could be absolutely awesome to have for gun lance. A lot of charging. Jeez, they fucking throw these at you. But yeah, if you want to see more of that, fucking check out Dave's video. If you wanna get a bigger breakdown, just as a switch skills mostly, check out Dave's video on it.
But we'll have to wait and see how useful it is in Narga to flinch a lot, clear which one. Powerful.
There's loads. He also goes over, because there's more to that trailer. There's more than just that trailer. There was like another half an hour of stuff after that. This one looks very cool for the insect glaive. I don't know if you've seen this one, Gil.
Aerial, while the Kinsect does insect things, And
but
a
it's like
grounded move where the hunter seems to
he
charge
grabs the
up
kinsect,
while
swings,
around before
and
hurling
fires
it
it
into
at the monster.
where
It looks
sort of
class.
seems to explode as well. Looks like it has good stagger.
It looks
And
absolutely
also,
class.
Traffic light game for the insect glaive itself is pretty strong.
But yeah, Dave has a whole big breakdown. Go watch that instead. Why do I have notifications? Oh, right, of course, S. Very important. Right, video game. Time is of the essence. There we go. Thank you all for waiting. Back to the days of Monster Hunter 4. It looks like they're adding in a lot of other stuff. Looked like a Steve gun lance. Oh, that could be that torn one. That'd make a lot of sense for a Saragios gun lance. I think saying more than he did in the stream. Yeah, I think he shows a few more things than he did on stream. He caught a few more things than he did on stream. Let's see. The Son-Off Wyvern's Fire attack looks, in one of the other videos, there's more to it. It's like he throws out a wire bug forward, puts the gun lance back like he's about to do his blast dash, but then basically blasts and pulls on the kinsect to go a short hop distance into that Son-Off Wyvern's Fire. It looks very cool. I'm very into it. The Son-Off is excellent. I'm glad Dave used that in the video as his word for it, and I think I coined that as the way to refer to it. The Son-Off Wyvern's Fire. Pretty Pigeon's back. We should really we should probably message. I might just email them later, just with what information we have. We're like, we can't get the full information because like so the Irish Homing Union is where you report pigeons and missing homing pigeons or homing pigeons you found that are stray. But you in order to report them, you need like all of the information that's on the band on their foot, and it's kind of hard to get all that information when the pigeon will run away from you at a moment's notice. So we have a good chunk of the information, and probably they can search your databases for it. But yeah, there we go. Yeah, shite bag. Oh, you double shite bag. That reaches that far? Come on, lad. Otherwise, it's interesting even if you don't summon him to see. Oh no, we summoned her for the first couple of tries. Nefelli. It's pretty wild. I guess she is. I wonder is the implication that this is her father or that she's directly descended? Oh, you motherfucker! I'm half tempted to summon Nefelli just for this, just for the. What's the word for it? The thematic appropriateness. He is actually straight up her father. We've been playing this game for like 3 months, so all of these details are spread out over a long period of time. I don't remember so much yet. I remember a lot, but I've forgotten so much more. I didn't put together that was her father straight away. It took me a while to go, oh yeah, Nefelli Lu, Horo Lu. Oh, actually, that's another thing, Inari. It happened yesterday. Nefelli killed him, but I died, so it didn't count. So Nefelli has successfully defeated it, whereas I'm just here, still dicking around with him. If I summoned her, we'd have this no bother. I just want to, dick around with the fight. just sit on the ground for that. I could. Lesson learned. It's well fight. It's nowhere near as hard as Mallenia. Like I feel a lot more like this is just gonna take a few more tries and it'll be done. No bother. It's still a good fight though. I am enjoying this one as well. But like having spent like basically the last 10 hours in this game only fighting Mallenia and Placiduso and Gideon, although those ones took nowhere near the same amount of time to beat. This lad he's grand in comparison. Sure. Oh, the one with the HU above it, that's the blue band, and the other stuff I think is the white band. Thank you then. Oh, he didn't do his jump. I did. These players have done all 165 bosses? God damn, dude. I mean, I probably have on this playthrough, but this is taking me 3 months. When did this release? You. Good praise. Here for a moment. Good moment. Good to see you, Nibirius. Have a good one. Make every moment count. Something. Bigus. Bonkus. I'm so freaked. Can see the sheer freaked in my movements. Ah, you motherfucker. Need to see the dog before you go about your day? Fair. Got my phone? Yeah. Yes, I do. It's there. Why? We can just do it later. I mean, if you want to do it now, but you're gonna deny chat the pixel camera. It's all on Carolina. If the camera dies, it's not. It's out of my hands, folks. I mean, I can just turn off the camera. Hey, Jack. No maidens? I'm fucking loaded on maidens, Jack. Like, madly loaded. We've got Mallenia. Mallenia is pretty impressed by us now. We had Pieta, although she's a pile of crumbled fire now. But, you know, she had a good run. Fia also had a great run. She's dead now. And Rani, who's actually alive. We're doing great on the maiden front. Absolutely chock full of them. Also, I got a puppy, which is more important than any fake maiden. Whoa. The worst ending, I think you'll find it's the most interesting ending, but also, no, I'm not going for that ending, because I'm cured. I have full mastery of the three finger, the frenzied flame. Motherfucker. Just pull up from the bottom. Or like pull and hold up from the bottom. Pull and hold up from the bottom. Yeah, that's all the open applications. Oh no, is that showing you the menu of all different applications? From the very bottom, pull and hold up. And like hold it. Yeah. So you're also on the main screen, which is why it's... If you're on the main screen, it's a little less sense making. You push down the stand a little. There we go. Puppy cam is all good. Burst the mist. Just pull up the bottom. Not on this good Christian instructions there for. Yeah, never do that. No, it's not the Catholic way. No, couldn't possibly. Oh, hello, sir. Biggest trouble with this fight is I'm basically forced most of the time, if I want to do this in any kind of fashion that's quick and not reliant on RNG, waiting for him to do the right attack for me to actually get an attack in on him. I'm reliant on trading blows with him, as opposed to actually finding openings, because my attacks just aren't quick enough. This is a good opening. I'm gonna go for the slam. There it is. Fucking range on that attack is dire. Yeah. That was the right call. I could have gone for the visceral, but it wouldn't have been worth it. He would have just phase 2'd and then I'd missed the rest of the attack. So going for the heavy attack.
That will be all. Thou didst me good service, Siraj.
Just in that moment where he's saying Dowd did me good service, Siraj, his voice feels really out of place, doesn't it?
I've given thee courtesy enough.
You've given me courtesy. Excellent.
Now I fight as Horalu. Warrior!
Wow. Jump. Ooh. Fuck! No! God damn. Hey, Gore. He's going home, gang. It's just straight up. He's just a giant Final Fantasy XIV reference. Nothing else to him. Although at this point he has put down his axe, so I don't know how much of a warrior he is anymore. Like a real... Wait, is that a thing warrior actually does? Because I haven't noticed that. I can never find keel openings. It doesn't feel too bad, but I don't know. I'm not actually like that familiar with the second phase, like properly familiar. No foot. Having Bloodhound Step definitely helps with finding the heal openings, since you can kind of just fuck off like this. Ooh. Ah, I wish I didn't need to heal. That would have been... That's the opening. That's the opening to fucking take advantage of. Run, run, keep running. No! Oh, I ran out of FP. Swapping, just in case you're wondering, I'm swapping to see if the extra... I think this hammer has a little extra range compared to the other one. And I'm wondering if it'll give me a couple more opportunities. Oof. Lose a tiny bit of damage, but... Oop. I don't have much choice about it. Like that. Okay, maybe if I didn't go for the second attack there, I would have been okay. Whoa. Prelate's charge is not good. I don't know why everyone's so into it, because I was using it a bunch and it was kind of garbage. This should be full. Okay. There we go. I don't think Prelate's charge is good. I used it for a bit and it just seems, especially against someone like this, it's useless because you can't stagger. Hey, Tal.
That will be.
What's cracking? doing all right. Though I have to say my jawbone is suffering immensely in compared to this lad's sheer girth of manliness. Damn it. It's alright. Actually, not alright. Fuck! I gotta time that very well. What's he doing? Okay, well, that was... Yeah, that's it. I'm over. No, I'm not dead. Oh, he doesn't tear you a new one in that variation. Oh, I'm dead. No, I'm out of fucking heals. Oh, come on. You wanna try fighting with Cestus? That'd actually be a bit of crack, I think. That actually might be a good bit of crack. Now you mention it, I do have Cold Star Fist. How did I do this before? Was I doing the fire and ice combo with these? +8. Hang on. The kids out. The kids outside are asking if the dog. He's asleep. The kids are asking if the dog can come out to play. But he's asleep. So there is no play. Hmm?
Now. Now.
Let's have a look. Alright, +9 on both of these is good enough for me. Ashes of War. That one has fire already. So give this one of the Bloodhound steps. Give it cold, right? Let's see how this works, if it works at all. This might not be much of a much of a fight between me and him. Oh shit! I wonder actually if I swap. If I swap them, do I get the? No, it takes precedence. That's sucky. Ah. Bleed on the spiky boy? The spiky boy has bleed already. That's the best part. That's a bit... That's actually, honestly, that's kind of fucky. So if I press left trigger, we do this, right? But if I swap these around onto different hands and I press left trigger, we do it anyway. And I'm like, but I want to dash. I want to dash. I don't want to do that attack. I want to dash. That's a bit of a kick in the teeth, honestly. That puts a dent in me whole plan here. It's a dragon. Yeah, it takes precedence no matter this attack takes precedence over your other skill, no matter which hand you hold it in, which kind of sucks ass. I have to say, a solid ass sucking, one might say. Let's make some adjustments then. Actually, no, cold is... we'll keep the cold on this, actually. We'll take this off. And we'll put our turtle shell back on. We'll just go regular fisting, okay? And we should be able to... yeah. Maybe a badass looking... It's really a matter of personal preference, I think. Get more build up, more procs. It certainly has its advantages. But if I put cold on it, I get cold procs too. Although, really the idea is to use cold and fire, so you get bleed procs, cold procs. Fire then cancels the cold proc to let you get another cold proc. And you rinse repeat that, basically. It's why if I had two of this fist weapon would be golden. Because then you'd be able to have bleed on both, cold on one, fire on the other, and you would mash the lads. They can stack? Sort of. So yeah, see, he's afflicted with cold. He takes a little puff of damage there, and now he's got a cold debuff timer on him, right? If you hit him with fire, that cold debuff timer gets reset. He's no longer afflicted by cold, which means you don't get the cold status effect and the bonuses that entails. But you can then re-inflict cold, and as you've seen, cold does a decent bit of damage and it's very easy to put on a dude. So you can inflict a lot of cold. That's a trick I learned from Dave. That's a new cold proc. I don't think we got a bleed proc yet, actually, did we? Well, if we did, I didn't notice it. There it is. Okay. Heal. So I think that attack starts in the middle and then moves out as it goes, and I think that if you dodge into it with the right timing, it's safer than dodging out. Still, that was actually surprisingly good for my first try with the Cestus. Or well, not the Cestus, the Cold Star Fists. Given I have basically not used them at all before. Anything else I can change here? Any improvements? I mean, I honestly probably put on some bigger armor at this stage. See how much of a difference that even makes, though. Relics. Bulgoat. I do like the Bulgoat set. There you go. I don't know how much of a difference this is actually going to make to it all. I'm done with both being spiky lads. Yeah, I think that'd be fucking sweet. So Frost build-up 104, Blood Loss build-up 38. How does that compare to my hammers? What's the... Oh, it's 124. Okay, right. Yeah, Blood... honestly... God, you might be right. Blood might be the way to go. If I only have one, Blood might be the way to go. If I had two, I think Fire and Ice would be better, but yeah, whatever. If only I could use the fucking Dragon Fist. Let's give it full blood and see how it feels. Ashes. Blood loss buildup 84. Still not a lot of blood loss buildup actually, but I am hitting twice per thing, so it should be all right all the same. What does this scale with? Strength B. I didn't have my turtle shell on that whole time too, which is a bit of a loss, but eh. I have to say the turtle shell and the Bulgoat set actually looks like legitimately good together. In a, you know, I have a turtle shell on my back kind of way. Not a good start. Good? I'm not joking. Oh, hello. Hello, hello. Hello. Oh god, Jesus, sorry. Give me a second. Savannah, thank you very much for the raid. Welcome on in, folks. I hope you've had a good time. Well, the camera died? Oh shit, hang on. Apparently the puppy camera has also died. I apologize, everyone. My phone died? But it's not... It was fully charged. Oh my god. Okay, I guess we don't have a puppy camera for a bit. Sorry, folks. Thank you for the shout out, honey. I hope you had a good stream with Elden Ring, Savannah. I just want to get him to the cutscene so I can actually say hello properly. Ooh. Oh, there we go. Hi, hello everyone. Cheers very much for the raid. Unfortunately, my puppy camera has frozen. Savannah, thank you very much for the raid. I hope you had a good stream. Welcome on in. Raid will think you're bad at the game. I mean, I'm bad at the video game, but that's besides the point. Swiftby, welcome on in. Savannah, welcome on in as well. Thank you very, very much for the raid. I hope you had a wonderful stream. Ian Ragan, Mike A, Jon Snow, no. Mr. Elysia, Swiftby, welcome on in. Hayabusa, Swiftby, Savannah, hello, and Cookie Fresh, though. Thank you all very much for the followers as well. I hope you're having a wonderful evening. Play game streamer. Oh, I know. And how I do I Savannah? Do I know you from somewhere, or is this just did you just tossing them out randomly? Either way, it's a pleasure to meet you. Or if I've met you before, sorry, I forgot.
I've
Can I see
given
my phone for a
thee
second?
courtesy enough.
So I got a new puppy the other day. So puppy, literally a week today. So puppy cam's a thing now, forever, now and forever. But unfortunately, it died. Cameron, not the puppy. The puppy's great.
Now I fight his
Man, my dog
horror
died.
loom.
Whoops. What a fucking way to just toss it out there. Thank you very much, Hayabusa, for the gift sub. Savannah, enjoy your buns. Oh, fuck me. Well. I was a touch distracted. I had also I'd all tabbed away from the game. So when I picked up my controller, honestly I'm normally about this flustered with basically any raid, but it's not helping that my my phone just keeps falling off the table, which is wonderful. Anyway, you caught me at the moment where we're basically experimenting with Horaloo here. This is my first playthrough, just so folks know. We just beat Mallenia yesterday. We beat Mallenia, Placiduso, and Gideon. Placiduso and Gideon were chumps compared to Mallenia. Mallenia took me 108 tries over the course of a couple streams. We were using this hammer the whole time, and that's what I've been using most of today. And then someone suggested fisting Horaloo, and I was like, you know what? Actually, that seems like a bit of crack. It's been a while since I've gone around fisting some folks. Good vibe, Elden Ring. Okay, so I hope you feel at ease. Thank you very much. Thank you very... Oh, let me... And there's a lot of spoilers here, by the way. Okay. Mallenia's big butterfly sword kick-ass lady, indeed. We just got the win on it yesterday, and it was such a... Oh, it was so nice. Because after, like, struggling... Well, honestly, I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed that fight through and through. There was, you know, some bits that are annoying in it, but it was an enjoyable fight. Turned out, the bit of James Conrad gave me a bit of chat. James Conrad in chat gave me a little bit of... Oh, Hayabusa, thank you very... Lesia, thank you very much for the gift sub to Hayabusa as well. Very kind. Jeez. He's very, very fun. Oh, God.
Welcome.
Thank you for the... Hayabusa, thank you again for another gift sub to Lesia. That's okay. What was I saying? I was saying Mallenia. Mallenia, for all as difficult as she was, and she was difficult, the run where I actually beat her was like really chilled. Like almost every other run, all 10 heals and three of my blue flasks used. And on the run where I win, 4 heals, 2 blue flasks, and I'm like, wow, that was really quite nice. It felt very clean, and I was very, very happy with myself. I thought I'd messed up the timing on that. Jeez. Lizzie, thank you for another gift. Good lord. Enjoy your buns, folks. The buns, it's the butt emote. Fun fact about that butt emote. Twitch, my stream lore, it didn't always have jorts on. It actually was naked before, but apparently that was too hot for Twitch, so we had to put some jorts on it. If any of you are familiar with SpongeBob, I took I took inspiration from Mr. Krabs' juicy ass, and then my partner Carolina put the changed them from jeans into jorts, and it's really just been a staple of the whole channels ever since. There you go. Ooh, that's a messy fight. Phase 1. Let's go. Okay. This is I gotta say, because I'm not using the hammer now, I feel like I can actually fight him. Like, I'm not just... Not that I can actually fight him. I feel like I can actually dodge him. I can attack and then dodge, as opposed to with the hammer where it's attack, get hit, and deal with it. Oh, yeah, son of a bitch. Ooh. Oh, also that handsome face. That's if you know SpongeBob, you probably know what it is. Interesting, I can't. No, that hit me. No way, I thought I had that done so well. Alright, out of heals. Another flipper. Yes! Ooh, okay. Was that raid? Oh yeah, yes. We were watching the new trailer just before this. Oh, okay, that's good. Okay, that was nowhere near as bad as Mallenia. Not even close. Fucking A. And I did it with the raid, so I feel I'm a very professional man. Look at me go. You proud of me, honey? Is Pixel proud of me? I want to show people the puppy. I don't want to wake him up though. Sleeping, so I don't want to just. Like, I could just move the camera. That's true.
Welcome.
Thank you very much for the gift sub to Tal as well. Puppy. There we go. Puppy, more important than me. This is the best thing you'll get out of the stream. There we go. Okay. I wish the camera was working. Thank you very, very much, Savannah. Oh yeah, I suppose I forgot Inari's right. I should have done the spiel. I'm so used to. Sorry. I'm actually pretty good at not getting too flustered with raids, except when I don't actually like. If it's a raid from a community I'm familiar with, it's just like, oh hey, how's it going? And if it's a community I'm not familiar with, I'm like, no matter the. Yeah, but I mean, I'm just talking in general. Oh fuck. You have volume again? Hey, excellent. That makes it a lot easier. I wonder... So, we've basically... done everything in the game, as far as I can tell. I have every great rune. I have, I think, basically every key item. I have these 3 for the end of the game, which is gonna be fucking. God, I still have to decide this. I'm probably gonna go with Fia's, but then there's Ranni's ending too. We completed Ranni's quest. We completed Fia's quest. We completed Dunginger's quest. We completed Gold Mask and Corin's quest. We completed Nefeli's quest, I think. Actually, let's go back. I just want to have a quick. Oh, sorry, Savannah. Sorry. My apologies. I forgot. I shouldn't be talking about spoilers. Anyway, on unsafe topics. Yeah, that's true. Hi folks, I'm Toasty. I'm Irish. I chat a lot. I'm a big fan of Souls games, Monster Hunter games, and roguelikes.
That your guy surely lie elsewhere.
No extra dialogue from her. I'm a little surprised at that. Yeah, just like banter, really. Elden Throne. Wait, I have a. Is this my first playthrough? This is my first playthrough. We have taken a very long time to get through this game. I have basically 100%ed it, I think. But yeah, we're just coming up to the end now. Well, I think the end. I was streaming this last night and I was like, oh, do I want to keep going or do I not? And apparently there's like maybe 3 hours or so left. And I want to get my fashion back to what it was. Hodge's regal attire. Where is? I really like the becomes. There you go. Leave a lurk for you and maybe for you to enjoy yourself. Thanks again for the welcome. Thank you very much again for the raid, and have a wonderful breakfast. Didn't expect weak foe. Okay. Almost 100%. There are only some items you can get NG+. Hey! Savvy's uses a lovely group of folk. Oh, the Umarangi vinyl. Fucking A, Gil. I certainly didn't 100% it. What's my save at? We are 226. I feel like I've 100%ed it. But I'm not 100%. I can't be 100. Like I can't be 100% certain. Touch the golden light. All right. Right. Here she is. Straight into Marika. Marika? Wait. NG+1, I want to go 100%ing for NG+2. I will say, I feel personally like I've 100%ed the game. There is a lot of side content that is not that good. But, for the most part, the game is excellent. Radigan's Thorns. Oh. This is Marika and Radigan are one and the same. Oh, of course the menu music is here. Fucking A. And the ring is inside them? Radigan of the Golden Order. Oh my god, it's actually his spinal column. Oh, baby. Hello. That's interesting. We actually got to see them change from Marika to Radigan, which is very interesting. Fucker, I don't have my buffs on. I think we're gonna be trading a couple blows here. Oh, yeah, shite back. Oh, that's safe. Okay. That's less safe. Oh. Okay. 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 Not bad. It feels doable. It feels doable. The ring was the friends we made along the way. Radigan of the input readers. Oh lord. Is he gonna be a great offender on this? We'll fucking see. We will. The music is out. It's so good. I love when they bring back the menu music for one of the big fights. Up. I wanna watch this cutscene again. So like, yeah, Marika. Wait, what if? It's Marika now, right? And okay, yeah. There's the. Oh, that's where the Elden Ring was shattered in the opening scene. And then she was imprisoned for her crime. They were imprisoned for their crime. I made my crabs. I have no crabs left. Completely crabless. I think I missed Fiend Ragan, and Mr. Lazy. Thank you very much for the follows as well, folks. There we go. She's also hanging. Oh yeah. She's hanging from a rune arc. Well, a rune arc is a fragment of the Elden Ring, isn't it? So that at least makes sense. We know that she was punished for something. She was punished and imprisoned for something, but is still the god of the Golden Order. But well, based on what we're seeing here, her punishment was for breaking the Elden Ring. For whatever reason, they saw fit to break it. The weapon art is just worse to get hit by. I actually didn't think Mallenia input read me that much. Honestly, Inari, I didn't notice it that much. Like I didn't think it was anywhere near as bad as it was nowhere near as bad as what's his face? Morgat Margit. He was absolutely one of the worst for it in the whole game. Oh, is that a puppy I hear? Oops, a daisy. Did you just fucking... Oh, what's happening? Is that the Golden Order? Fuck. Trust any of these glowy effects on the ground. Unfortunate. Half health. Oh my, I'm pushing through. You shite bag. I wish my camera was working. Let me restart my phone. Maybe we can get it working again. Give me a few moments. Boom. That's my phone pin. It's not an important pin anyway. I don't think any of you are going to steal my phone anytime soon. I have a feeling I might be better off switching off the hammer for this fight as well. For these really fast bosses, heavy weapons are real tricky. Right. No? No. Maybe he wants to come. Okay, you ready? There we go. Hope your camera's back. You get DLC, you want the exploding spear incantation? That would be pretty neat. I've barely used, so fun facts about this playthrough. I basically leveled every stat. I'm using my phone as my camera. Not happy with the way I'm treating it at the moment. Super hidden. Which boss did you fight in the farm area? I fought Placidusax, if that's the one you're thinking of. Because we touched the Frenzy Flame. I touched the Frenzy Flame, and then I untouched the Frenzy Flame. There's another one, though. I fought Malekith, fought Placidusax. Lore Pineapple or wait until after? Which Lore Pineapple? Mallenia's been my favorite FromSoft boss. I fought her for 3 days straight. No one else has broken my will. She was on a... I think it took me... It wasn't 3 days straight quite. I think it was 2 streams. Then I had a week because I got the puppy and I was busy. And then yesterday. I'd say it probably took about 10 hours total. Marika Radigan lore. No, I think I know a fair bit, but we'll wait till after to be 100% sure to go through some lore stuff. It'd be easy to miss. So I think I did look it up, but I was 100% convinced, Inari, the way you get down to Placidusax, I knew there was a way down there because I was looking at it and I was like, that is not background scenery. That is scenery I can get to. I fucking knew it was. And I looked around and I found a lot of things for dropping down, but I didn't catch that one spot. And I ended up seeing it when I was reading about the unalloyed gold needle. The pose maintaining after the intro is a wonderful touch. Okay, I gotta go far on that one. Excuse me, I was looking at my puppy there for a second. Ooh, doubles! That was cool. Oh, he... Oh. Weeks. I'm getting stuck. I'm getting stuck in the heal loop. In the potion drinking loop. It's a fucking killer. Oh. Okay. Caroline is playing camera woman now, so enjoy your pixel camera. Ooh. I think there is one enemy. It's not a boss, but there's one enemy I haven't beaten in the game that I can say for certain I haven't beaten, and it's... Hang on, let me show you. On this cliffside here, right here, just here, behind this Erd tree, on this cliffside, there is a golem, like the golems you find along here, but he's a magic golem wielding a spear, and he has basically one-shot me every time I've looked at him funny. It has been quite humbling. Mallenia? I can take Mallenia. No bothers. Malekith, Radagon, Horalu, nah, that's all fine. That's all good and dandy. One golem with magic spear, he kills me. Very much so. So, outer gods are a thing in this game, right? We know Astel was some kind of version of a gravity elder god. My guess is the Erd tree is also like an outer god of some kind, and that's why Mallenia needed her unalloyed gold needles to resist the influence of an outer god, right? Because we know things have come from the stars in this game. Radan was holding back the stars. That was his whole thing. Does that mean the Scarlet Rod is controlled by some kind of outer god? The Frenzied Flame is some kind of outer god thing? The Erd tree itself, I think, is some kind of parasite because of the Erd tree protectors specifically all having these growths coming out of them, these tree-like growths coming out of them. And the returning to the roots and all that jazz. The Erd tree also prevented death in some way, shape, or form. I'm not really 100% sure on that, to be honest. But that's what Fia and those who live in death were all about, was restoring death to the world, I think. Or restoring life in death to the world, which would actually be like undead to the world, which is a whole other kettle of fish I don't really understand. Not quite, but close. Oh yeah, there's definitely, like, bear in mind I'm also putting this together out of like 3 months of however long since this game released. That much time. Sorry, kids are at the door, but I cannot give them any time. But we're better off locking onto him. Yeah, shite bag. Fuck. Oh, baby. Cool. Well, I'm out of heals, I think. There we go. Okay. I have some ideas. Jeez. Okay. Scarlet Rot and Frenzied Flame are both other god. This is the whole thing with the Formless Mother and the Cursed Blood of the Omens. The Golden Order originally had death, but Marika chose to remove it. It wasn't the intent of the Greater Will. Another editor. Yeah, the Greater Will. So when I say the Erd Tree, I am kind of meaning the Greater Will as well, because as far as I'm concerned in my head, they're one and the same. Because the Greater Will is definitely like some kind of influence. I didn't think that Marika had forsook destined death though. That's surprising. Greater Will needed something to impart desire on the world. So first it sent Redacted, which laid down the Erd Tree. From that came the ability to send lesser agents like the Fingers, Crones, and Avatars. First, the opening of this fight isn't too bad. It's when he starts speeding up, bringing out his bigger attacks, and when I get stuck in the fucking heal cycle. I get stuck healing, that's what fucks me up. There you go. There's our Elden Ring. Right into the ground. Why is Radagon... He's swinging. Just a little. Radagon / Marika also had babies with Renala, right? And that was Ranni, Radahn, and someone else. Then Radagon and Marika had Mallenia and Miquella, I think. where Radigan and Marika's children, but Radigan and Marika are the same person, so they were born defective or something. Mallenia was very much trying to get away from the influence of the greater will, as was Rani. Hello. Yeah, they... Mallenia and Miquella, basically... Is it incest if it's yourself? Important questions need answering, folks. Because that would explain why they came out wrong. Shit. Self-cessed. Put that into Google and I'm sure it's a whole genre in and of itself. But I still have my 300,000 souls. I probably lost them. Lost them. Ah well. Well, you see, masturbation implies it's yourself doing it to yourself, right? It's you doing it to yourself. Fuck. Oh, I'm so dead. Whereas self-cessed is more a separate corporeal you also doing it to yourself. So it's a bit different. Even nature was like, nah, this is fucking weird, man. And, okay, no opening for that. Depending on how far away I am, though, I think. Fuck. Interesting, it sounds like the background, the background music quietens down a little there. Which to me would make me think, oh, hey, there's supposed to be a line of dialogue there, right? I don't really... I don't know. When I think about the options available to me in terms of endings, right? We've got Dung Eater's big old curse, Fia's bringing death back to the Golden Order, and restoring the Elden Ring, bringing death back. We've got perfect Golden Order. Then Rani, then whatever the regular one is, then Frenzied Flame. And I think I remember someone telling me that there is a 7th ending that that people don't know how to get necessarily, or at least when I heard, it was like a couple days after the endings, I heard people don't know how to get it. I've been spoiled on that much, at least. Oh! Oh! Oh, that's unfortunate. I tried to dodge there, but it wasn't having it. I'm not fucking touching that. Early Toasty, come on, man. Miquella's just to be a child in form forever, but Mallenia is afflicted with the rot, which isn't to do with the way she was born, Or another god or god decided to influence the god lineage would be the best way to foothold in the lands between him having the formless mother and Moog. Trying to influence a land, save yourself. Powerful family, probably your best bet. Yeah, okay. Might be cut content. How do people know there's a seventh ending? In that case. Data mining? Always did. Oh, bad move. Oh, wait, what? No, that was unfortunate. Go. Come on, Mass. Lad. It. Fuck! Fuck me. No! Okay, we have this. We so have this. Or it's gonna be added later. As of right now, the 7 ending isn't actually a thing. Okay, that makes sense. I wanted to change one quick thing here. I feel like he's probably maybe doing lightning damage, but also holy damage? It feels like it should be holy damage, right? Given who we're fighting. I'm glad I had a lot of the story right. I didn't have the specifics right, but I had the gist of it right. Outer gods vying for, you know, outer gods influencing the land. Marika betrayed the greater will for whatever reason. Rani did her own thing, killing off her brother. No, it wasn't a brother. It was God. One of the god lads. Was he? Wait, was he your brother? You know who I haven't seen in a while? Mallenia. Our Accord lady. Our Hondo Accord lady. Godwin. There we go. Thank you. Oh yeah, and it's Miquella. Sorry, I know I'm saying it wrong. I apologize for that. It's a really hard habit to break. Mallenia literally says, I am Mallenia, Blade of Miquella, and I've heard it a million times, so I've heard it 108, 109 times. So you know, I should probably know it. Shite, I fucking... Alright. Come on, I know this phase 2. Come on. Is this the thing I've heard of? I've heard people say a name, but I've never actually... I have a feeling this is it. The Elden Beast? Hello. You are a very pretty looking blob. Oh. He's a jelly boy. That's the glow like Astals. Or is that just to indicate from being from beyond? Oh my god. The Elden Beast. Oh, Elden Beast. Run. Oh yeah, no, I know. I get you. It's a different kind of bad dragon. That's such a cool hit effect. The cracks. Tell me, do you bleed? That's so cool. Show me. Went for the wrong spot. Oh, this gives me really strong Bloodborne vibes. The Great Pillars. The big lake, like this is the hunter's dream. Oh, this has the vibe of the hunter's dream to it, and the Ram fight, and kind of the Renala fight too, actually. love the design. It's also very Ash Lake from Dark Souls 1. I shouldn't discount that either. It's so pretty. I fucking love this design. Right? Ooh. No mana, one heal. Oh lord. What the fuck? That was amazing. Explode? Yeah, that's exactly like Astel's attack. Wow. Ooh, good point on Ari. Good, very good point. Oh, wow. Did you know the ulcerated tree spirits were DS3 cut content? I did not know that. So close. Ah, we're a while off. We're a while off from beating this boy. It's doable, but we're a ways off still. Holy shit. What a beauty. Okay, let's go see what the remembrances give us. This and the tree spirit, very bloodborne. Which one? Wait, which ones are the tree spirit guardians? Ash of War, Horalu's Earthshaker. Horalu's Earthshaker. Slam both hands onto the ground, violently shaking the earth and unleash the shockwave. Follow up with an additional input to slam the ground. Oh, it's an Ash of War. Oh, usable on all melee. The ulcerated white snaky tree boys. Wait, white snaky tree boys? Weapon of Godfrey, Elden Lord. It was broken in a battle fought, the leader of the Tarnished during the Long March. This weapon is symbolic of Godfrey's vow to conduct himself as a lord, later becoming an emblem of the golden lineage. In the days of the past, Brown was warranted strength. Huh. Broken in a battle fought until time for the Long March. Was the Long... hang on, was the Long March... God, there's the dragons in all of this too. The Long March... was that the war against the dragons? Because there was the war between Mallenia and Radahn. The War of the Scarlet Rot, right? There was... there was a lot of wars, if I remember correctly. Let's see what the stats on this boy are like. Strength D. Well, I might be able to use it. Sure lad. And his bits. Tarnish left the land between to grow strong and return later, AK. Oh, I don't remember reading about that at all. I missed that Long March. The Age of the Earth Tree began amongst conflict, and Godfrey was lord of the battlefield. He led the war against the giants, faced the Storm Lord alone. Then there came a moment when his last worthy enemy fell, and it was then that the story is told that the hue of Lord Godfrey's eyes faded. I I'd honestly need to go back. Oh, yeah, this is where they killed the giants. The giants who had the flame that could burn the Erd tree as well. Which, of course, I'm sure the Greater Will probably not too happy with. Okay. Here's a good axe. Sure, we'll give it a lash. Sure, why not? God, I kind of wish I had the dexterity now to use Mallenia's blade as well, but yeah, we can work that out. Axe of Godfrey. Oh, sorry, I thought that was requiring regular smithing stones and not somber ones. Pixel's fighting the bag. Wait, where is he? Oh yeah, no, he does that. You guys don't even know, man. You don't even know. He fucking loves bags. He loves handles. Sorry, that's it specifically. He loves bag handles. He loves to fight bag handles. Let's see. 380, 302, 322, 431. So it's the colossal weapon moves. That's a little better. What does the Regal Roar do? Mighty Warcry, raising attack power, sending out a shockwave that cannot be guarded against. Active strong attacks become a lunging slash. Oh, it's his combo, okay. We'll give it a lash. I'll probably, more than likely, I'm going to die like a chump to, Ratigan here. Oh, here's a pineapple question. Mallenia, her name's Mallenia, the one who gives us the accord, right? She ditched me after I got the frenzied flame. But if I hadn't got the frenzied flame, she would have burned herself? Question mark. So is there just no way I could have talked to her since then? Like, is she effectively gone once that happens? Once you either accept the three fingers or burn her. I'm not gonna have my dash, which is probably gonna be, it's probably the biggest problem with this weapon. I'm not gonna be able to use Bloodhound Step, which is kind of, it's pretty much a crutch for me right now. I'm a little sad Mallenia's not come back to, like, try and kill us, given what she said. It's a real shame when she's like, oh, if you continue on this path, I'm gonna fucking shite the shit out of you, lad. It's a bit of a shame. Alright, Ratigan. There you go. Honestly, not a bad run with the hammer. I'm thinking I'm gonna take my regular hammer. We're taking bleed off of it because I don't think I can bleed these two. Well, apparently I'm using a rune now. Okay, hi. Hey, Antarian. And Artie, how you doing? Good to see yous. What axe am I using? This is Godfrey's axe. Or was it Godfrey's axe? Axe of Godfrey? I think it was called Axe of Godfrey was the exact wording on it. Good old fashioned heavy. Get have you beaten the game? Or are you at the point where you're almost beaten the game? Because it's at the very end, basically. We're at the very end of the game, pretty much here. Have you finished Jarberg? I believe I've finished Jarberg. I believe I've finished Jarberg. Spoilers alert, just for folks. You shouldn't be watching. Yeah, no, you shouldn't be watching. Get the fuck out of here. 3D printers each time. I can't wait, Artie. I can't wait to do it. I can't wait to sink all my time and money and effort into it myself. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fucking great. But yes, massive spoilers. Get out of here if you don't want to see basically the end of the game. Oh, hey. Did someone say 3D printer? I already said 3D printer. I also said 3D printer. Gil, I feel like you were... I don't know if you said this to me in a Discord message or something. Yeah, it was the Discord message. The little shed. Me and Carolina need... Like, Carolina more so than me really needs a little shed out back. Obviously, we can't have that in an apartment. But, like, that's, like, the thing that we are going to need when we get our own house. Because she has so much arts and crafts. So many things, so many projects to do, and I want a 3D printer, and that probably not something I want to put in the house. That's the only thing I really need outside. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Let's finish video game. Is that a moose or a reindeer? Wait, where's mooses and reindeers? Is that a wool deer? Oh, yes, his toy is a wool deer. That's his favorite toy of the lot so far. You may have noticed a slight mistake I made starting this fight, where I didn't buff myself. Damage. Yash. Right back. mistakes. I don't make mistakes. That is true. Literally never in my life. Except being born. Sad joke. Okay, heal, heal. Oh! Gotcha. Tap. Little extra tap there. Elden Beast is born of the Elden Ring or something? Carolina's playing with me. Goal is to get this fight done soon, so that I can take over caring for the puppy, because Carolina's been caring for him all morning. This thing. This music is also wonderful. I love this little crack. Was that the crack? Was that the crack from Marika/Radigan's attempt to break the Elden Ring? That's my guess. Hello. Oh, the tail. What the? I've not seen that before. Where are you? Okay. Moonlight Beast. Moonlight Beast? Is that from Demon Souls? For me, it's Rom. Bloodborne. Moonlight Beast is... Oh, do you mean the Moon Presence? I actually don't think I ever fought the Moon Presence. Stagger. God, I wonder if I can hit that tail as well. Okay. Stamina. My stagger. Also my stamina. My stamina is dying. Hang on, I have an answer to my stamina. My spells have actually run out for the first time. There's our Elden Ring. Let's keep going. Ooh, baby. Where are you coming up? There you are. Okay. Hello. I could have dodged that, but I freaked. Fuck yeah. Gotcha. Elden Remembrance. Is that actually over? Marika. Yeah. Sorry, I just want to... Remembrance of the Elden Beast hewn into the Earth Tree. The power of its namesake can be unlocked by the finger... Blah, blah. It was the vassal beast of the Greater Will. And living incarnation. The concept of order. I can set my save file to read only to get all the endings. Oh no! That's... It might be a bit too much cheese for me. Man, he only gives 20,000 more runes than Mallenia does. Jeez. What do we get? Marika's hammer. Oh, so it was Marika that did the breaking. Stone hammer made in the lands of Newman, outside the lands between. The tool with which Queen Marika shattered the Elden Ring, and Radagon attempted to repair it. Oh. The hammer partially broke upon shattering the ring, becoming splintered with rune fragments. Leap up high and while suspended in midair, imbue the rune shard with the light before smashing it down hard into the ground. The heroic Radagon's signature attack. Dude. This is the sword he was just using. Sword wrought from the remains of a god who should have lived a life eternal. Thought on what the weapon portends are many and varied. Some consider it the mark of a great sin, or a sign of great devastation. Some think it the end of an age, while others, the beginning. Is it... Oh, it's on a colossal sword. Well, let's go bring in a new age, shall we? Ooh, the light. Ooh. Do you mind if I show that on camera? I think it will. The goodest boy. Item mode, you can then use mode shackle against the fog wall 3 times. Enter and his AI will be... What? That is amazing, jeez. What the shit? Let's turn that off. Let's turn off pixel cam for now, so my phone doesn't fucking die. Pupper. It's a pupper and booty cam. Yeah. You're free to move again. Oh, look at it. I just turned off the camera though, because the phone is screaming in agony. Moke will just stand there and take it. That's amazing and stupid. I love it, but also hate it.
I see.
Hear some spirit tuning. Nothing from you. Pineapple. Is there any dialogue left for anyone here? Can I get any NPC dialogue at this point? Because I don't think I can. Hello? Summon Rani. Oh. Oh. I should go try that golem one last time. You still need to get this game? It's a good game, Gil. Maybe avoid some of the side content. Some of it's a bit bland, but yeah. Summons are how you do the different endings. Bloodstain. 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 Raid message. Bloodstain. I only see one. I only have one summon. Oh man, look at Marika's head. Where dog? Dog is wandering around. So we turned off the camera just for the moment. And I guess for the rest of them... Okay, pineapple. If I just like jump and hit it, will that do something? Is that an ending? An A leader. You're just in time for the ending. I'm not gonna bother going back and getting that magic golem. It's a bit anticlimactic, isn't it? Okay. Okay. Okay, okay. I think, given everything I know, I feel like Rani is the right choice. I feel like Rani is the right choice, but I'm not sure. The right choice for me, I guess. Oh, that person's doing fire breathing. Because I can restore a golden order, but that's just doing what the greater will wants. I can restore death, but that also feels like that's something the greater will wants, right? Dung Eater, no. If I still had the Frenzied Flame, there's the Frenzied Flame. Then, of course, there is just restore the Elden Ring, like, regularly-ish? Without using anything fancy? Then there's Rani, and I think of all those choices, Rani's the one I'm gonna take. Although I could just be ascending her into godhood to just, you know, fuck shit up as well. But hey, it doesn't really seem like I have a lot of great choices here, to be honest.
The battle is over, I see.
Mama!
I do solemnly swear to every living being, and every living soul, Now cometh the age of the stars. 1,000-year voyage under the wisdom of the moon. Here beginneth the chill night that encompasses all, reaching the great beyond. Into fear, doubt, and loneliness, as the path stretcheth into darkness.
Beautiful Podge.
Well then, shall we?
Just grab both of those
My
hands.
fair consort eternal.
It's over. Let's fucking go. Oh man. Jeez. Picked up. Okay. I wanted to see Toasty, Conqueror of Yin, and Toasty, Watcher of Credits. Too late, Echo. I was too good. Fucking A. Oh my god, it's finally over. Annie is in a sense the perfect ending, however the translation of the ending is fucked. Watch the real... Oh yeah, I seen you said that already. You said it already. 3 generations of FromSoft and they still don't know how to do air. I feel like they're still using the same engine. You win. I'm a winner. I made nobody but Rani happy, really. Wasn't sure. Oh, yeah, don't worry about it. Oh, good job, Kita Suyama and Yoshika Kida, Yuki Kato. All very well done. Junpei Nomura, Akinori Okamoto. Beautifully done. It's a great game. I have... It's not a 10 out of 10 game, okay? Controversial take, I know. It's not a 10 out of 10 game, but yes, this is an excellent game. Translation is a full 180 from what it should be. To me, that was... to me, what she was saying there was into the unknown, basically. Like, it almost sounded like, hey, everyone just gets to live in the cold now. But I think it was supposed to be. It sounds to me like it was more going for. Now we are going into a world without the intervention of outer gods, because that was my understanding of Rani's whole shtick. Was she wanted the outer gods to basically fuck off, right? 7 out of 10 best, 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10, and best Souls game, I think. So exactly, that is what it is. Okay. That was my interpretation. I can definitely see how that... I got it from... to the last place, not corrupted by capitalism. Space! God, I love... Tim Curry's a fucking legend. The Red Alert games also. Yeah, I got that, but like I can definitely see how taking those words as is sounds like a bad ending. But I'm taking what I know of Rani and what she seemed to be like the whole game, and it definitely didn't feel like that was her being, hey, y'all fucked now into the coldness. It felt like, hey, let's who the fuck knows what happens next. But yeah, I can see that translation is a bit dodgy if that's true. Fucking A. It's a great game. I will say, if you get this game and you play it, I do not recommend trying to 100% it on your first playthrough, because there is so much side content that is filler and kind of bad. There's no nice way to say that. There is a lot of side content in this game, optional stuff that is kind of bad. Mallenia is not one of those things. Mallenia is not one of the things. I really liked the Halig tree. That was all fantastic, but a lot of the tombs were the graves, are kind of garbage. Moog's great. Moog is excellent. Moog's good side content. What else is? It's kind of like a lot of the it's a lot of the stuff that doesn't have like a big boss at the end of it. Is just kind of in conclusion, game shit. 0 out of 10. IGN, absolute garbage. No one should play it. Definitely not candidate for game of the year. Just shit, basically. You can finally go and have lunch. Hey, you cheated not only the game, but yourself. You didn't grow. You didn't improve. You took a shortcut and gained nothing. A hollow victory. Nothing risk. Nothing gained. Okay, to be real, I did look up some bits of the game. Basically, when I got so far in a quest line, and I spent several hours trying to figure out the last bit of that quest line, if I still couldn't figure it out at that point, I looked up whether or not that was the end of the quest line. And in the case of Hieta and it was Hieta's quest line and one other quest line where I found out Blythe's actually at Blythe's. I never knew Blythe went back to Ranni's tower. Poor Blythe. That's my heart goes out to him. He had such a rough thing, but even in the end, he still served Ranni to the last. Really, honestly, if EG and Blythe were not with Ranni, there's a fair chance I wouldn't have trusted Ranni and gone with her storyline. But with them, it was like, okay, I think I want to give Ranni the shot. But yeah, it is a great game. It is a great game. I do highly recommend this if you like Souls games. If you don't like Souls games, I don't recommend this because it's actually just a Souls game. Formula Summons, I do want to play it at some point though. I thought the same, Gil. I thought the exact same. But I haven't played a Soulsborne in 2 years. And Elden Ring, at first I was a little iffy, but once I got to Stormvale Castle, and I got that just the joy of the level design and the boss fights, it just, everything clicked again, and I was like, this is why I fucking love Soulsborne's games. This is why I enjoy them so much. Now, by the time we got to Mallenia, I was pretty close to, I want this to be done now. I'm very happy this is finished. When it is finished, I wish I had done less of the side content. That's my one thing I'd say. I wish I didn't basically try to 100% it, because there's some stuff that it just wasn't worth it, to be honest. There was a plenty of side bosses that just weren't worth it. They were just kind of an ass to fight, or the rewards were just okay. Okay, cool. That's excellent. I enjoy having that choice. Begin Journey 2. X a freaking Lent. Level 136 by the end of it. I felt like I was maybe a touch over-leveled by the end. Oh. Why don't we don't have a way into the... Oh, can I go and fight? Was watching a bit yesterday. Hey, thank you, Dimmel. Yeah, if anyone wants to see me finish the Mallenia fight. Mallenia, by far, hardest fight in the game. No, not even close. Not even close to a competition. Malekith, sorry. Malekith was the closest any other boss came to being as difficult as Mallenia. Oh, I literally can't. I literally can't.
Oh, that's nice.
It's not what I thought. I thought it was going to be the Moonlit Greatsword, but no, that is an entirely different thing. Oh. Yeah, we're finished. We're finished Elden Ring. We can go on. We can play video games. We can play other video games. Let me have a quick... I just want to quickly show you the... He'll fucking kill me. This dude will absolutely mince me. Part of the problem is getting to him is a pain. I will. Look, Caroline is waiting on me to finish, so I'm gonna leave it here. But just so you know, there's a lad. See those runes over there? Just over there, basically. There's a lad you can fight. Where Podge's head is, there's a lad you can fight. But yeah, Podge is done, folks. Thank you all very much for hanging out. Thank you very much for chilling with me this evening. It's been a pleasure. It's been a joy. If you enjoyed the stream, of course, be sure to follow and all that jazz. But yeah, let's see. Does anyone have anyone we'd recommend we raid? And such. I'll have a look, see who's online. Ooh. You know who's still playing? Even close to finished. In fact, I actually know exactly where he is. He's a little bit close. Loot. Loot is on D. I do not know D. D's nuts. Let's go raid Loot. That is not how you raid someone. There we go. Folks, thank you all very much for hanging out this evening. It's been a pleasure. If you enjoyed the stream, of course, follow and all that jazz. Thanks very much for the subs, the follows, the hype, everything. It's a pleasure as always. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening, folks. See you around. We will start. Let me know what you are interested in, because we have Rogue Legacy 2 and Warhammer Chaos Gate to start now. So whichever of those people are interested in, I'll start. I'll probably do both of them, but whatever's like the next one that people have more. Anyway, thank you all very much for hanging out this evening, this morning, and yeah, have a good evening, folks. Nighty night. Night. It's not nighttime. Afternoon. There we go.